and welcome to Music Messages Tarot, everybody. I hope you're doing really well. Happy Friday if you are watching this on the day that I'm going to be uploading it. I'm in a really supercharged kind of Friday mood today. I don't know about you. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone when I say Friday is my favorite day of the week. Kind of has its own energy to it. And where I live on the East Coast of the U.S., we've had some cooler days this week, so it's just the first few hints of the fall season rolling in, and fall is my favorite. So that is my energy today, and I'm hoping to kind of share some of those good vibes with you. But this is an all signs reading. I told you yesterday, on yesterday's video, that I was going to try to get on a more consistent basis from here on out with daily energy checks. I've already cleansed all the decks we're going to be using for today, but I am going to cleanse our space one last time. Okay. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I'm going to start with Kipper and get right into today's message. Small child. So if you have a small child, you may, there may be some kind of event going on this weekend. I'm seeing somebody possibly having a birthday party. Somebody might find out that you're pregnant, so this might be news of a pregnancy. I'm hearing the name Darlene. This came out yesterday, a journey. So whether that be metaphorical, like a spiritual journey that you've been on, or actual physical travel, that might be something that you're doing either this weekend or maybe this upcoming week. You might be doing kind of like an end of summer little mini break or vacation, possibly for the Labor Day holiday. The numbers 10 or 18 may be significant to you. Possibly October 18th might be a time around which you plan on traveling. But this concept of travel has been coming out in many of the individual readings that I've been doing throughout the week. So somebody that these videos are resonating with is planning on taking a trip soon. And then we have legal matters. So somebody might be dealing with some kind of legal fallout. I'm getting that this might be somebody who was doing something not on the up and up with you. Like someone who was trying to maybe rob you or take something from you. They're being called out and they're receiving their karma now. This might have to do also with just like a neutral legal matter, maybe something that you're going to have to go to court for. Maybe somebody is being called for jury duty this week or next week. I'm not getting a super heavy energy around that, so it just might be something more like an annoyance, not something that's like a major deal. But for somebody, that's the karmic fallout for someone who is trying to wrong you in some way. Okay. And then we have the living room. So right off the bat there, I am getting kind of like a heavy gossipy vibe. I hope you don't mind. I am going to have some of my coffee while we're kind of just chatting today. Yeah, I'm getting kind of a gossipy vibe. You may feel your ears ringing a lot this week if this message is going to resonate with you. I feel like maybe something big is happening in your life right now, or you're planning on taking the next step, maybe building a family, maybe you're planning on getting pregnant, something along those lines, and people are just kind of inserting themselves into your business. Just a message I just heard: don't share your moves with anybody until you've already made them. Like, don't tell people what you're planning on doing. Obviously, I'm sure you have a few trusted people in your life that you can share with, but for the most part, you may want to keep some of these things to yourself before you actually do them, just because there are people who are trying to meddle right now. I'm seeing like a group of friends, maybe some people that maybe you used to be close with, but they're gossiping a lot and they're not really behaving as their best selves right now. They're bringing a little bit of negativity to the situation and kind of talking about you. I'm getting this vibe where these people think, like, maybe you think you're better than they are, or you're achieving success in your life and your life is moving forward and they're kind of bitter over this, is what I'm getting here. Getting the name Christine for someone. Let's clarify here, Spirit. What is this small child card? Somebody also may be 30 or possibly your age is 21. We have the High Priestess flip out. We had a bunch of cards flip out, so I'm just going to pull them all. The High Priestess, the King of Pentacles. You might intuitively know that you're pregnant or know of someone who is planning on having a child with this King of Pentacles. You may be a Libra, or this might be with a Queen of Swords that you know who may be pregnant. Knight of Cups. So this might be after like a whirlwind romance. There's very romantic feelings with the person that you or this other person is having a child with. This is coming out of kind of like a whirlwind romance type situation. Somebody's going to be pregnant, and it may be with a divine counterpart. It may be with an Aries. We have the Emperor here. So only you will know how that resonates. And on this journey, because this keeps coming out, the Chariot keeps coming out in different readings. This particular card came out yesterday, so travel or some kind of physical travel, I think, is going to be important to somebody for this Queen of Pentacles. And again, just like yesterday, we have the King and Queen of Pentacles coming out. So someone's coming into union or meeting their divine counterpart very soon. And it's the same exact message came out yesterday. For a lot of you, it's going to be as a result of traveling somewhere. You may want to check out yesterday's video too, because it's just a similar message that's coming through. And it was a really nice reading yesterday. The Sun, this is going to lead to a lot of happiness for you. You may be dealing with the Leo as well, but I just get that this is like a whole new era. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the World card, because I'm just receiving this energy of a new cycle in your life, a new like a time where you're going to be building a very strong foundation in your life. For a lot of you, this might be a time when you are expanding your family, or you are meeting somebody and you're going to end up having a family with them. It might even unfold like rather quickly. It might not be like a planned pregnancy, but it's definitely going to be coming from a relationship that has a lot of love in it. Okay. And then we have a King of Swords. The Queen of Swords did come out, so that's two counterparts now. Normally, like a lot of readers, when the King and Queen of Swords come out, that might indicate something like a divorce. And we do have legal matters here. So for somebody, you may be going through a divorce right now, or you may be going through some kind of legal separation. But you do have this other love interest coming in, a counterpart. So even if you are separating from somebody, you have something very positive coming in its place. Let's get some information here on the legal matters card. For some of you, I do think this may be a separation, but that's not news to you. If that's going to be applicable to you, that process has already started, so I'm not giving you any new information there. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Some of you are just kind of fed up with your current relationship and you're choosing to leave that situation. And for some of you, this might involve having to go to court, or, you know, taking a more legal stance because you might be in an actual marriage. This card was trying to pop out. The Devil. Capricorn energy there. I'm getting that for some of you, if you are going through a separation or a divorce, it's getting kind of ugly. It's getting kind of messy. My advice there would just be to try to back up from that as much as you can. I know my parents went through a divorce, so I know the process is not always, you can't always control how it unfolds, but just try not to give in, like resist the urge to engage in any back and forth type behaviors or residual arguments or things like that, like pettiness in this situation, because it's not going to serve you. Because you have a Two of Cups coming. You definitely have your Two of Cups coming in after this time period where maybe things have just been very difficult for you. And I'm getting that the living room here, somebody's gossiping about your life. Maybe they're gossiping about whatever this legal matter is, if it is a divorce or separation. If you already know that you're pregnant, or if children are involved, I feel like people are trying to insert themselves where you didn't invite them, okay? Before I even pull any cards, my advice there is just to kind of tune them out. But just be aware, you know, some people that maybe you considered friends are not, they don't have your best interest at heart as much as you might think they do. Just heard the name Regina. 3 of Cups, yeah, definitely. They're sitting around with their wine glasses, kind of making, and I am picking up feminine energies here, so kind of making like a night of it, just kind of gossiping, talking about what's going on. You're like the hot topic right now, I guess, because a lot is happening in your life. And instead of being supportive, these people are chatting about it. I'm not getting like a super malicious vibe. I'm just getting a group of friends that could possibly, or a family, that could be more supportive of you during this time, and they're choosing to kind of indulge the gossipy, petty behaviors instead. So if that's you, I'm really sorry. Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of chit-chat going on right now about this. A lot of verbal communication. They might even be texting about it, these people. One of them might actually clue you into this and send you some kind of message letting you know that people have been gossiping about your situation, and they might just kind of, because I'm getting that somebody's feeling guilty about it, so you might actually hear this from somebody. But it's a very petty vibe that I'm picking up. Not something that you have to be super concerned with. It's just kind of an annoyance in the midst of whatever else is going on here. The good news is there's some energies that are carrying over from yesterday big time. So we still have this journey, this idea of physical movement leading to a 2 of Cups or a divine counterpart type situation. We have a lot of romantic feelings on the table towards you from at least one other person. So that's the good news. And some of you may be actually getting pregnant soon or starting a family with somebody that you end up meeting during this time, okay? So that's really, yeah, this is having to do with, I think some of who this is going to resonate with, one relationship is coming to an end, in some cases through a divorce, and these people seem to want to talk about it because they have nothing going on in their lives. But again, it's not a super malicious vibe, so just kind of ignore that. Let's see what else Spirit wants to share with us today in this all signs reading. All right, community. So you may want to find ways to get involved in the community right now. Think about who your support system is, if these people are truly helping to support you through this process. And if not, then think about different community groups that maybe you can involve yourself in that might provide you with a little bit more emotional support right now. I'm just kind of drawn to the butterfly on the card today. I get that this is a time of transformation for you. You're really shedding things that are weighing you down and coming into this beautiful, self-actualized type energy. You're ascending right now. And you're going to want to surround yourself with people who are supportive of this process and not trying to pull you back into old patterns or habits. Also, I'm just getting the vibe of travel again from this card. Like, normally I don't get that off of this card, but I'm getting that you may want to travel to different communities and different areas to see what those places might have available to you. If you're in the process of a divorce or in a stage where maybe you can make a move to a new physical location, like either temporarily visit there or a more permanent move, you may want to consider like where you're currently living and if this is a community that supports your goals that you have for yourself, and if not, where might be a better place for you to be. So for some of you, this travel might end up being even more permanent, or just something that you might want to think about. Purity. And on this card, first of all, yellow flowers or sunflowers might connect with someone, daisies might connect with someone, but on this card I'm always drawn to the path in front of the person that's pictured there. I just see this as, like I said, the world card type energy, where you have this new beginning opening up in front of you after a period of kind of closing out cycles. And just from what I'm picking up, this is like a breath of fresh air to you. This is refreshing at this point, because what you're letting go of has a lot of devil energy around it, and it has you in this wounded warrior state. So whatever it is that you're letting go, it felt like a burden to you. We don't have the 10 of Wands, but it was very burdensome to you. Detachment. Yeah, there's certain things that you're just needing to let go of right now. The numbers 48, 1, or 31 may be significant to someone. Someone may have a birthday on January 31st. Yeah, you're figuring out what you need to detach from, what's no longer serving you, and this beautiful new path is opening up for you. I'm excited for you if this is resonating with you, because I am sensing someone who's moving to a whole new geographic location and kind of starting over, but in the best way. I don't really read reversals with this deck. Completion. So very similar to the World energy. This is my World card in this deck. So that's what I'm highly sensing here. You're completing one phase and just moving into another one. And this one carries with it a lot of positivity, a lot of that sun energy. I'm getting that here off this card as well. It's going to be a time of a lot of great happiness for you. After a time period that was very trying. Yeah, so only you will know how that connects. The number 32 might also relate. Somebody might also really like the color purple. That's significant for somebody. I'm just going to shuffle this last oracle deck for today's message. Just the way this card came out as well. Do you see the clouds here at the base? It looks almost like the view from an airplane to me. Yesterday, air travel came out for someone, so I think somebody's going to be hopping a flight soon to somewhere. But I mean, again, if this is resonating with you, yesterday's video is linked to this energy, so you're going to want to check that out. Yeah, expectations. I'm definitely getting that. Your expectations for your current situation felt like a disappointment to you, but that's why you're learning to detach from this and be okay with starting over. It's also a reminder to keep your expectations for your own manifestations high. Like, know your own worth. Don't be afraid to chase what your actual dreams are, even if it does include something like a move. Just try to gather that confidence, because you're in alignment for really beautiful things to start coming in. Liberation. This whole situation has you feeling freed from something. Maybe your relationship was making you feel very stifled. It's most likely a love situation, but for some of you, this might be like a contract that you were in at work, and you're coming to the end of that contract or to those responsibilities, and you're actually becoming freed from that one work obligation, and you're possibly able to move on to a different career path or just to a different job opportunity. I know I used to work in education. We used to have annual contracts, and sometimes those were very difficult to get out of, even in extenuating circumstances. So I understand how difficult that kind of a situation could feel, and how burdensome that could feel, and how freeing it could feel to finally have that come to an end. So it might be more of a situation like that for some of you, but for others of you, I'm definitely getting like a romantic situation at play here. And then we have jealousy, and it's coming out right on top of where the family room was with all that drama. So there are some people who are, even though you're coming out of this time period of struggle, there are people who are jealous because they see you leveling up and moving on. So some of your friends, even in your inner circle, I hate to be the one to break this to you, but some of them don't have your best interest at heart, and they're in their jealousy devil energy right now. So just be aware of that. Just going to pull a few more cards on this, and then we're going to wrap it up for today. I'm trying to do my shuffling more on camera so you can see I'm not doing any tricks with the cards. I do cut my videos, but it's because sometimes we get background noises and things like that. All right, we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like the person that you were with, you thought that they were more stable than they really are. They seem to be a little bit of an in and out, unstable energy. You had a lot of passion with this person possibly, but they weren't somebody that you can rely on long term. Ace of Swords, you had some kind of clarity around that situation. Maybe you caught the person cheating or something along those lines, and you decided it was time to move on. Whoop! This just popped out. Two of Swords. So liberation. You have choices with how to move forward. Either way, you're feeling this immense sense of relief and freedom. But you do have choices about how you want to proceed now that you have this fresh start. And Nine of Pentacles. That's the good news. You're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. You're very independent right now. Not needing anything from anyone. Very abundant on your own. And you're just kind of taking your time figuring out what you want your life to look like from here on out. And then we have jealousy. I do want to get some information on this, because if you have snakes around you, you need to know who those people are so you can figure out if they're going to be coming with you in this new version of yourself or not. Most likely. I mean, it depends on individual circumstances, but we'll see. The Lovers. Okay, so maybe you've met another love interest already. Maybe you know who this Knight of Cups is, possible divine counterpart coming towards you. And either your previous partner that you're separating from may be jealous of this situation, or your friends, whoever this group of Three of Cups people, this group of three energies that I was picking up before, whoever they are may be kind of jealous that you get this new fresh start. Again, instead of trying to support you, they seem to be looking on with envy, which isn't really what you want to see in your friendships. I just wanted to shuffle one more time. The Moon. Yeah, some of this is going on behind the scenes, so you're not even aware that people are kind of chit-chatting and gossiping about what's going on in your life. Also, use your intuition. If you have a gut feeling who might be doing this, then you're probably correct. The Magician. Okay, whoever these people are jealous of your ability to manifest beautiful things into your life. And so you have to figure out if those are people that you want to bring with you in this new chapter as you kind of forge this new path ahead for yourself, okay? I hope this resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments. If you can like, comment, and subscribe, it would really help our channel grow. Other than that, I'm wishing you all the peace and harmony, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.